Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are tuning in for today's video. I'm so excited to be sharing with you our top 20 baby must-have items or essentials for 2020. I am on my second baby, so as of now I do have a lot of knowledge in what I do and I do not like. There are millions of baby products out there that they have available for us, and really you don't need all of them. There are so many things that you can get by without having. But in today's video, I'm going to tell you my top 20 must-haves if you are about to have a baby. And I know that when I was pregnant with my first, and even now, I love watching videos about what people like as far as the name brand of products they use for babies and what their top favorite essentials are. And I definitely know it was something that I highly researched with my first, because I didn't know anything at that time. And being a mother, it can be so overwhelming with all the products that there are out there, and you want to make sure that you are spending your money wisely and getting things that you're actually going to use. And there are some things that they are worth investing the money in, especially if you're going to have more kids. And there are some things that you can find a lot cheaper or inexpensive option than there are. You don't have to go crazy and spend so much money when there is a cheaper option that you can actually go with. So let's get into today's video. But before that, I hope you do click the red button below, subscribe to my channel, stay a while, and I hope you like this video. So we're gonna start with my top 20 item, and I'm going to work my way down the list or up the list to my number one baby must-have item. And now some of these are common sense items, but I mention them and I include them in this video because there are so many different types of these items that it really just depends on your baby and trying different ones that you like until you get one that fits your baby. But I hope that by me telling you what I have tried and what doesn't work for me and my babies may, help you out a little bit with your decision. So for top 20 is a bottle sterilizer. We use the Coral UV, and that's actually something new that I got with my baby boy that I just had 3 months ago, and I absolutely love it. I needed something that was fast and just simple, that I could sterilize his bottles, and I wasn't going to be continuously washing bottles, waiting for them to dry, boiling water, and all of that craziness. We have way too much to do. But I absolutely love this bottle sterilizer. You can use it for toys. You can even use it for electronics. There's different settings that you can put on there. There's a drying option. So if you wash the bottles and you just want to dry them, there's a 10-minute sanitizing option. It's super simple, and you can literally sanitize it within 10 minutes. And just keep in mind, none of this stuff is sponsored by no means. This is just me sharing this information with you to hopefully help you out in your journey to becoming a mother, or maybe trying new products out if you already are a mother. So that is my top 20 item for baby essentials. Number 19 is a monitor. We absolutely love the Lollipop Monitor. You can get by without having a monitor. Back in the day, people didn't have monitors, but I highly recommend getting a monitor. My first baby, I used a Motorola monitor that we bought at Best Buy, and it was okay. But after reading a lot of different reviews and hearing a lot of people's opinions, we absolutely love the Lollipop Monitor. You can get it, it comes in blue or pink, and you can hang it on the wall or wrap it around the crib. We absolutely love that monitor, and it has an app right on your phone that you can view it from anywhere. My husband can literally see when I'm at home, and it gives you notifications that the baby's crying, and he can actually see the baby from work. So I absolutely love it. It's super handy, and it's on your phone instead of having a separate monitor, which is what we were used to. Number 18 is a baby carrier. I have a few different ones, but my top favorite baby carrier is the Tula baby carrier. And the one that I have, I was actually fortunate enough to have my sister-in-law pass that one down to me. She has 3 kids, and she used it with all of her kids, and I absolutely love it. I'm using it a second time around, but it's just the most comfortable baby carrier that I have ever had. It comes in all different designs and colors, so you can pretty much find whatever you want. We also have a I forget that, I think it's Infantino. It's a really nice carrier too. That one you can it has a few more positions, and my husband actually likes that one better. But as far as me, I love the Tula baby carrier. We also have, I've tried a few wrap baby carriers, and I do have one that my friend, another mama friend of mine, let me borrow, that is by the 7 brand. That one is really nice, especially for the very beginning newborn stages. And I know a lot of people also like the Soli baby, but I haven't ever personally tried it. But I will say Tula is, if you're looking for a really nice durable carrier to use with all of your children, I would definitely recommend that one. You can even use it as a toddler and put them on your back. Love that carrier. Number 17 is a portable sound machine. There's tons of sound machines, super expensive ones. I think my favorite, most expensive one is the Hatch, but I haven't actually personally used it, but it is something that I do want to try. But me personally, you don't really need to spend a lot of money on a portable sound machine. And really, when they're a baby, all you need is like those newborn sounds, you know, that relax them, you know, the heartbeat, like the white noise sound. That's really all you need, and a few little lullabies, and they're fine. You don't need to spend a lot of money on that type of thing. So, and everything that I'm mentioning, all the products will be linked below, and a lot of them are also in my Amazon storefront that is linked in the description. But this one is just a little owl, and I take that around the house everywhere with me. I take it in the car with me, to my mom's house, to my husband's mom's house. It is just the most inexpensive. It was like 10 bucks. I brought it with me to the hospital. It was probably one of the best things that I bought this time around. With my daughter, I did not have that, and I was always using my phone, and I still use my phone sometimes if I want something different, but I was always using my phone to have music on and stuff. But it's nice just to have something that you can sit beside them. That way you can, you know, you can have your phone and you don't have to leave it with them or whatever. But definitely comes in handy. The next one, I have everything on my phone, that's why I'm looking down. But the next one is number 16 on my list, is a changing pad. Now this is pretty common sense. You know, you have to have somewhere to change them. But there is tons of changing pads out there. Super expensive ones. I think one that is really popular right now is like the peanut changing pad, which is super cute. And I'm sure it's really nice. But me, I just went with a I think it's by Summertime Baby. Bought it off of Amazon. A lot of this stuff is super affordable that I'm mentioning that you can buy off of Amazon. And I have one for both my daughter, and I have one for my son. And it's just one that you can sit right on top of the changing table. You can actually move it around to other rooms if you need to. Or if you want it to be more stationary, what I did is I actually put double-sided Velcro, so it actually stood in place. And it also has like a little lap belt, so they, you know, so they're safe on that actual changing pad, because you don't want it to move around a lot. But that is definitely a must-have baby essential. My next one is kind of goes hand in hand with this, is a pack and play. Now we have two stories in the townhouse we live in. So downstairs this time around, I decided to go ahead and buy a pack and play, which is like an all-in-one pack and play. It's by Graco, and it has a changing table on it. It kind of grows with them. It has a changing table that I use downstairs, so I don't have to worry about bringing this one downstairs or going upstairs to change him. It's right there, super convenient. And it also has a little bassinet on there where they can take their nap in. You can actually even put this in their room, because it is approved for them to sleep in. So it has a bassinet, and then it changes in a little playpen, and it also has, you bring it up, and you can actually put the baby in there, and they can just do tummy time or lay on their back and play. It's super, super, super convenient. The one that I have is by Graco, but there's lots of different brands. I personally just really love the one that we went with, and so far I have no complaints about it whatsoever. I didn't have one with my daughter. You can definitely get by without having one, but I think it makes life way easier. The next one will have to be a breast pump bottle carrier. So I have the Medela, I think it's Freestyle breast pump, I want to say. It's the Freestyle one, but I chose the one that is a book bag, and it's super convenient. You can take it with you everywhere you go. And then it also came with, actually this didn't come with it, but you can buy this separately. It's like a bottle pack. It comes with the Medela bottles, so you can store your milk. It comes with like a little ice pack. It's super convenient. I use that all the time when my mother-in-law or my mom watches my babies. It's just super convenient. It keeps the milk cold, or you can take it with you if you're going to be out all day. I really, really, really love this system. If you are, you know, a breastfeeding, pumping mom, it definitely comes in handy if you're going to be going back to work and using this. I didn't have really too much luck with milk supply, so I used my pump a lot during the first couple of months because it just really helped my milk supply. Unfortunately, I didn't have the privilege of nursing for as long as I would like, so the pump really did come in handy. So if you plan on pumping at all, whatever your reason may be, I definitely recommend the Medela breast pump, and as well as having the bottle storage carrying case. It will make things so much easier. Next one is a travel bassinet. So with my first baby, I had just a little cute travel bassinet that it's like it's a bassinet on the go by I think it's Luli Baby. So I'm going to mention two different bassinets, but this one's by Luli Baby. I like this one a lot. You can put it kind of like wraps up and you can put it on your back, just like if you're going on a picnic, or even we used to use it a lot to go to the pool or the beach and have the baby in there. It has like a little shade cover that goes over it, and it has little owls on it. It's super cute. We use it a lot with my daughter Ava, but this time around we actually got a travel bassinet that goes on our stroller, which I am in love with. It's so convenient, especially if you're going to be out all day, so they're not stuck in the car seat on the stroller the whole time, and the babies are able to stretch out. Definitely recommend that. I actually wish that I would have gotten that in the first place, and then you can use that actually as a sleeping overnight. They can sleep overnight in that if you're going to be at a hotel. It just comes in very, very, very handy. So I would probably just go with that if you're already going to have it, instead of buying like a separate travel bassinet. I just happen to have two. Like I said, when you are a mom and with each child, you kind of figure out something new that you like. And that is one thing that I would definitely recommend doing, adding in a travel bassinet with your car seat and stroller system. Definitely makes a lot of difference. And with that, I'll just go ahead and mention the stroller is, I'll kind of put the travel bassinet and the stroller in one as number 13 on my list, because a stroller, obviously you need a stroller. You're gonna need a stroller, but I recommend, if you plan, I'm sitting on the floor, so my leg always starts to fall asleep, but I highly, highly, highly recommend getting a travel system to start out with. If you plan on having more kids, get one that can convert into a double stroller. Our absolute favorite is the City Select. We chose this one after doing lots of research, watching lots of YouTube videos on what people preferred, and I absolutely love this stroller. My second favorite was the Ubba Baby, and the only reason it was my second favorite is because of the price tag. I'm always trying to look for the most affordable option. If I can find something better that's less money, then of course I'm going to go with that. But the City Select Luxe is the one that we went with. And back to learning from our mistakes, I actually bought a single City Select GT 3-wheel stroller, which I love. But I wish I would have just went ahead and splurged on the double stroller, and then I wouldn't have even had to buy that other stroller. But we have the City Go car seat. It hooks onto it. It's the whole travel system. And we have a double stroller now with the bassinet, and I absolutely love it. Love, love, love. I mean, you definitely should have a couple different types of strollers, maybe a more inexpensive stroller and then a more expensive stroller, just to have a couple different options depending on if you're going to have both kids with you or just one, or if you have a toddler. It just really depends on what the age difference is between your kids, but you're definitely going to need a stroller. And if you're only going to have one kid, the City Select has the Baby Jogger brand, has a ton of city strollers that will meet your preferences, so I definitely recommend the Baby Jogger brand by far. It's one of the best quality and for the money that you're going to get. It's still on the pricey side, but for all the strollers out there, to me, I think it's a good price for what you're getting. And it has tons of different positions. The next one, number 12 on my list, Number 12 on my list would have to be a bouncer or rocker. My favorite one is the Fisher-Price rocker. It converts into a toddler seat. So I love things that you can have multiple uses out of. That's one thing that I will have to recommend, is try to find baby products that you can get multiple uses out of. That way, you know, you're getting a lot more for your buck. That's, I mean, I hate things that you literally can use for like 2 months and you spent like $500 on and you can only use it for 2 months. So definitely recommend doing that. But this Fisher-Price rocker is super cute. My toddler still loves to sit in it, and I also use it for my newborn baby. So definitely recommend it. It vibrates, and I love the colors. The color scheme is adorable. So the next one is pretty common sense. Number 11 is burp cloth and receiving blankets. Okay, we definitely need this. I recommend getting tons and tons and tons and tons, way more than you think, of burp cloths, or like those little cloth bibs. My favorite brand is, I love the copper pearl little handkerchief bibs. They're super stylish, and you can, to me, that's the easiest thing, because you can just put it on them. It's super comfortable, and you can wipe their mouth, because as a newborn baby, they're going to be burping up a lot. They're going to be spitting up a lot, and you're just going to want to have a lot of different options when it comes to those, because you don't want to have to be doing laundry like a crazy person, more than you have to, which you're already going to have to do a lot of laundry when you have kids. But I like the ones that by Copper Pearl that go on, and I also like the regular burp cloths. The ones that I have to check the brand, because again, sometimes I just have so many brands that I can't remember all of them. And then you can also just go on Amazon, or maybe go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and they have really cute burp cloths that are not that expensive. So burp cloths is definitely a must-have. And receiving blankets, what I like to do is put those down on the changing pad. That way, like if they have an accident or whatever, you know, you can just wash the receiving blanket and it's not on the actual changing pad cover. And then those are also good to put in the bassinet, like if so you don't get babies get sweaty. So I like to always have something in between the bassinet and them, so like, you know, you can just wash that, and it's way easier than having to wash the entire bassinet or whatever they may be in. That's just kind of a little tip for you new time moms. Definitely do that, because otherwise you're going to drive yourself crazy washing everything, and it's just a lot easier to wash a receiving blanket. So next up is, where was I? Is number 10, a baby mechanical nail file with a light. Okay, that was something that I got this time around with my daughter. I just got a little cute baby nail set that had a little like clippers and stuff. But me personally, I like using baby scissors rather than the nail clippers. To me, I just feel like it works way better. But a mechanical file works even better. And this one, I don't even think it's a known brand. I got it on Amazon. It's super quiet, and it has a light, and instead of necessarily having to cut your nails, you just kind of file them. And I usually just use, if I do need to cut them, I just use a little baby scissors to cut their nail. Or you can go to Walmart and buy these little scissors that just go, you know, kind of go around and then use that file. That is a must-have, and will freak you out a lot less, because let me tell you, using a regular nail clipper to clip your babies, even I don't care how small it is, it's just scary, because they move around a lot if you're not going to do it when they're sleeping, and even then it's just not fun. It's just not fun. So baby mechanical nail file, definitely Amazon is always my must go to. So everything's linked in the Amazon store. Okay, next up, obviously a bassinet to have next to your bed, because usually for the most part, the first 4 months, they're probably going to be next to you by your bed. And the bassinet that I have actually is by, it was actually given to me by Cola Baby. I believe it's by Cola Baby. Don't quote me on that. Everything's in the description box below. So I love this one. It's an older one, but it makes sounds, it vibrates, it has a little mobile on it. It's super cute. And yeah, you just want to make sure that you get a bassinet that you like, or even if somebody's going to give it to you, I don't recommend spending tons of money on this, because it's just, you're going to use it for like 4 months. Now, if you're going to have, you know, 3 or 4 kids and you want to splurge on that, by all means, more power to you, but it's just not an item to me that I feel like I want to splurge on. I would rather splurge on their crib or splurge on something that's in their room that they're going to use a lot more. A bassinet, literally, like my 3-month-old, he sleeps through the night already, and probably here within the next month I'm going to be putting him to sleep in his crib through the night, and I'm not going to need the bassinet anymore. So I just went ahead and used the one that my friend provided for me. But if you're looking for a really good bassinet, I wouldn't spend any more than $200 on it. The Halo brand, the Halo bassinet, I've heard is really, really good. If I didn't have this one, that's probably the one that I would go with. And just keep in mind, don't feel ashamed to use what people are giving you. Get as much help as you can, because like I said, a lot of baby items, it's not necessary to splurge on them if you don't have to. The next one up, a bathtub. My bathtub is by Fisher-Price. I use this with obviously my daughter and now my son. I absolutely love it. It has a little newborn, what do you want to call it, like a hammock, a little newborn hammock to make it easy to bathe them in the beginning. And then it has like a little thing to help them sit up so it pretty much grows with them. And it also comes with like a little squirt thing, or you can like a little squirt cup, so you can help you pretty much wash their hair, and you can play with them with it. And then of course, once they get older, then they can just use it as a bathtub. But this is probably, out of all the ones I looked at, the best one that I could find, and I definitely don't regret buying it. Number 7, we're getting there, guys. Number 7, and I'm not even mentioning all of the stuff. There's so many baby things, but this is top 20, definitely have to have. Number 7, a Boppy. Okay, you can use a Boppy for so many things. I bought my Boppy on Amazon by the Boppy brand, and there's so many different covers that you can choose from. I just bought a regular gray Boppy cover, and it has stars on either side, and I have used that with both of my babies so far. But you can use it for breastfeeding, you can use it to prop them up on. It's something else that grows with them. I'm now bottle feeding my baby, and I lay them on it, because sometimes they can get really heavy to bottle feed in your arm like this. So a lot of the times I'll put the Boppy here, and I'll put the baby to kind of use as something to rest them on, and they're comfortable, I'm comfortable, and it works so good for so many different reasons, to bottle feed them, to breastfeed them, for them to do tummy time. I absolutely love, love, love the Boppy. Number 6 is a rocking chair. Now, like I said, some things that are on my list may not be other people's essentials, but for me, these things are my top baby must-haves, and I definitely don't know what I would do without a rocker. It's just so convenient. You just even just to relax, you get a cup of coffee, rocking your baby, story time, whatever it may be. It's just so nice to sit in their nursery and rock them. You can just have some mommy and baby time. Definitely one of my favorite things, and one of my favorite, times spent with my baby. Number 5, Bibs pacifiers. My favorite brand is Bibs. I love how they look. I love the aesthetics of it. Not only that, but those are actually my kids' favorites pacifiers. My daughter just turned 2, and we're trying to wean her off, but she uses a pacifier at night or during nap time, and those are her absolute favorites. And you just want to make sure you get the right one for the age that they are. And I also love the Wubbanub for the newborn stage as well. My daughter had like a couple different ones. My son has a little puppy one. It's so adorable, and you can find them probably the best place, again, Amazon. So number 4, we're getting there, is sleepers and gowns. Okay, my favorite sleepers are the zip up ones. I mean, you can use really whatever brand that you want. I have a lot of Carter's brand, or you really don't have to, this is another area, you don't have to go crazy spending a lot of money, because kids grow out of things super fast. But I love Carter brand, I love Target's baby clothes, but really any zip up sleeper, that's what I would go with. I really wouldn't do the ones that snap. I do have a few of those, but they aren't as handy. Or you can go with the gowns. I love the ones that knot at the bottom. Copper Pearl, I think they have a few, and there's a few shops that I love shopping for at small businesses and small shops. So a lot of my kids' things have been from there. But if I don't buy them from like small shops, and I'll try to link a few of those shops below that I really like. But if I don't buy them there, then I usually go to Target, or I've bought a few things on Amazon. You'll see in the newborn or toddler section their clothes. I've bought in yeah, Carter's brand, even Walmart. Like, you can find really, really, really cute stuff. But I would definitely, for that first 3 to 4 months, I would definitely go with either the knotted gowns at the bottom or the zip up sleepers. That is why it is number 4 on my list, because I don't know, you won't be able to function without it, trust me. Plus with the sleepers, oh my goodness, I cannot talk. With the sleepers, they already have little footies, so you don't got to worry about socks. You don't got to worry about, you know, I hate it when I'm changing my baby and I'm like, wait, I forgot to put their socks back on. No, you don't got to worry about any of that. You just zip it up and you're good to go. And it's definitely nice for nighttime changing and all that good stuff. Number 3 is the MamaRoo. I absolutely love the MamaRoo. It's a bit pricey, but let me tell you, it's one of those items that it's definitely worth the investment. I mean, there's tons of swings that you can buy, but I think this one is the best one on the market, and it's been on the market for quite some time, but it mimics how a mom would soothe her baby when she's like bouncing them up or down and rocking them, and I absolutely love that. It has white noise sounds. You can even hook up your phone or your iPhone, iPad, whatever, and play lullaby music through there. I just love it. It even has an app, and you can actually change the different motions from your app. My son's favorite app, I should definitely have like a bloopers section of my videos. Anyways, my son's favorite motion is the kangaroo. He loves that one. But I definitely recommend, if you're looking to invest in a good swing for your babies, especially if you're planning to have another baby, I would definitely go with the MamaRoo. And it has also an infant insert, so you can use that during the first 2 or 3 months, and then I think it goes up to at least 25 pounds. I want to say, don't quote me on that again, but I want to say, but it is a lifesaver. That's usually where Eli takes most of his naps. During the day, and it's been a lifesaver. Like, if you want to get something done around the house, you put them in that, and they're just as happy as can be. So I definitely must have that item. Number 2 is muslin blankets and swaddles. Literally do not know what I would do without a swaddle. We use the Swaddle Me blankets where it has Velcro. I've also used the zip up ones, but I prefer the original Swaddle Me. I also love Copper Pearl's swaddle blankets because they're super big and super stretchy. So if you are going to go with a more traditional swaddle blanket, I would make sure that it's a blanket that's super soft, so it's comfortable for your baby, and it stretches, and it's just a lot easier to swaddle them. The reason why I prefer the Swaddle Me, because usually when I swaddle my babies, for whatever reason, they are so strong, they just get out of it. So if they're not like velcroed in like a mummy, they literally will wake up in the middle of the night, and that has been my lifesaver as far as sleep training and getting my kids to sleep through the night, because especially, it doesn't matter what baby it is, all babies are going to wake up and startle themselves, and that's one reason why, you know, swaddling is so important, because it mimics how they feel when they're in the womb, and it helps them feel comfortable, and it kind of helps with that startle reaction so they don't wake themselves up. So if you're having trouble with your baby sleeping through the night and you're not swaddling them, that's what you're doing wrong. You gotta swaddle your baby. I even swaddle my baby for nap time, and because a lot of babies, they don't want to take naps, or they'll only sleep for like 20-25 minutes, and they really should be sleeping more than that, and it's because they're not comfortable or they're startling themselves. So swaddle is definitely number 2 on the list. Number 1, finally, yes, we've got to number 1. I know 20 items does seem like a lot for one video, but I just could not do it in less than that. So number 1 is very, 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 very common sense, and that is bottles, right? Of course you're gonna need bottles for your babies, right? But there are tons of bottles out there, tons of bottles. I literally tried so many bottles. I'm on my 2nd baby, and I will let you know, our absolute favorite bottle as of right now is Tommy Tippy. I love Tommy Tippy bottles. I love the aesthetic of the bottle. The wide nipple, like, I just think that out of all the ones that we've tried, my babies like that one the best. It's not that they won't drink from any other style of bottle or any other brand. It's just I feel like they prefer this one better. And I feel like also as they get when they get older, it's a lot easier for them to hold than a regular like Dr. Brown's bottle or whatnot. In the beginning stages, I do use the Medela bottles, which are the little ones, and a lot of the times what I'll do is I'll use that to store, and then I'll pour it into another bottle. But I will have to say, you know, definitely Tommee Tippy. I do like the Nook brand as well. That's probably my second favorite, would be the Nook brand. They have this one bottle that it actually, if you have a baby that likes their bottles warmed up, which my second baby only likes his bottles warmed up, depends on how particular your baby is, but this one actually tells you the temperature to make sure that it is a good temperature. And I will have both of those in my Amazon store. So other than the Tommee Tippy bottle, we like the Nook bottles and the Avent ones. As you can see, we go more for the fatter bottles. I just feel like it, you know, it's just better for them all around, and I feel like it mimics more of a, you know, breast than the skinny bottles. We have tried Dr. Brown's and some of the other brands, but these are definitely our favorite. And I would definitely recommend to try a ton of bottles, because every baby is going to be different. What one baby likes isn't going to be what your baby likes. I have a friend who her babies only like Dr. Brown bottles, and that has the really skinny nipple. So it just really depends on what your kids like. Thankfully, you know, mine do seem to have their favorites, but they're not so picky that they won't drink from any bottle. When they're hungry, and they'll pretty much take any bottle. But that's just our preferences. So there you have them, our top 20 items for a newborn that you must have and that are our absolute favorite. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it gave you some good ideas of what to buy for your newborn. Just keep in mind that these are newborn items, and there are tons of other items that are going to come up as they get older. So I hope to do an updated video to share those items with you. But I will see you in my next one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Bye.